What's up, guys, and welcome to this week's Waterfowl Wednesday. And today we're going to be talking about how I set my decoys during teal season. Stay tuned because Waterfowl Wednesday starts right now. Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome back to this week's Waterfowl Wednesday. Before we get into this video, I want to show y'all something that I just got in. I just got some shirts made, and I want to share them with y'all. They'll be for sale on Instagram. You can pick these shirts up on Instagram. So if you don't already do it, be sure and follow me on Instagram at Black Belt Waterfowl. You can DM me on there, and you can let me know your size and your shipping address and everything, and I'll get you these shirts. Now, I've got medium, large, extra large, and 2X. But let me show them to you. Alright, they're gray. They say they got the Black Belt Waterfowl logo on the chest pocket. Well, don't have a pocket, but where the pocket would be. And on the back, it's got some ducks flying over a marshy area. And it says Black Belt Waterfowl, established 2018, where our judges have wings. What do you think about that? I think they look pretty good. I like them because our judges do have wings, right? We put our decoys out there. If everything ain't right, they ain't coming. They're our judge. So that's how we come up with that little saying, where our judges have wings. So if you'd like to pick up one of these shirts, you can DM me directly on Instagram at Black Belt Waterfowl and let me know your size, shipping address, everything. We'll exchange, make the transaction right there through PayPal and everything. So hit me up on there if you like to have a shirt. I've got some more merch coming. It's just not here yet at the moment. So as soon as I get that stuff in, I will definitely put that in a video and it will be made available for you. Now, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. Hit that like button for me. Also, if you like this video, it really helps me out a lot when you do that. Guys, we're about 3 days away from teal season here, and unfortunately, opening weekend of teal season, I'm going to be working night shift, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. It's just going to depend on how my night goes at work before I make that call. Is to go hit the marsh after I get off work. So, and I don't like to be late. I don't like to be that guy pulling in there, 30 minutes before shooting time, and that's kind of what would happen if I decided to try to go after work. But we'll see. You never know. I got a few places I can go that probably won't be nobody there. But anyway, we're going to be headed to Mississippi here for long. Got a little collaboration hunt with myself and Magnolia Flyways and True Southern Waterfowlers. We're going to be hunting over there. And then we got a whole lot of stuff coming up this upcoming duck season. So if you have not subscribed to the channel already, please do so right now. Hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. Now, let's get into this teal decoy set video. Now, before I share with you how I set my decoys for teal season, let me say this. I'm not by any means saying that this is the only way you can set your teal decoys. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is how I like to do it. This is how I'm going to set my decoys during teal season. And also, it'll be one of the ways I set them during regular duck season as well. But during teal season, this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing, one of these two spreads. So now, if you look on the screen, what you'll see is you'll see kind of a C shape. Well, or U. Some people call it a U. I call it a C. Same thing. But you got to pay attention to your wind and which way your wind is coming. You want to set your decoys. If your wind is coming from the left, blowing towards the right, you want to put your decoys further to the left, like it is here in the picture right here. Get your decoys further off to the left. That way the ducks will land right directly in front of your blind. If the wind was coming from the opposite direction, well, then you would just reverse what you see on the screen here. Flip your decoys around the other way. Have them on the right, but still always have your landing zone right in front of you. Now, this is probably my number one go-to set right here. I really like this set. I use it a lot. I use it whether I'm shooting divers, regular big ducks during regular season, or teal. It's always proven very effective in the field, especially for a crosswind. Now this is, you know, mainly a crosswind spread. Pretty much that's about all you're going to do with that. If you had, you know, if your wind was coming from like a 45, if you had a, you know, a southwest wind, or, you know, maybe a southeast or something like that, that too would still kind of work there. You may just have to reposition your U or C shape a little bit, kind of turn it a little bit to give it that little bit of angle, but it would work for that as well. Now the second decoy set that I do is one I use a whole lot. I really like it, and if I set up my decoys the way they were in the first image on the screen, if I set them that way and the ducks just ain't working, they're flaring, you know, and they don't like what they see, then I'm gonna go to this will be my next go-to spread. This is what I'll do next. Now, and that would be, you'll see here on the screen, I've got kind of two groups. I'll have a larger group on one side and a smaller group on the other. Doesn't matter what side you put the large group on or the small group, it doesn't matter, just however you want to do it, personal preference mainly. But this right here would be a good set for when the wind is at your back, which is what you want, because you ducks are going to light into the wind. They'll be coming straight towards you. Your landing zone is directly in front of you. If you're going to use a spinning wing decoy, I would have it right there in the landing zone, but more closer to the blind, right there closer to the grass's edge. And to be completely honest with you, I might have one out there in the water, and the other one I would probably have right up beside the bank, maybe to the left or the right, in front of that group. And reason for that is when the birds are circling, they'll typically lose sight of that mojo or that spinning wing decoy, and if they lose sight of it, it's a little more convincing to them than it is if it's just stuck out there in the middle of the water. So and the same thing applies for the first decoy spread in the U shape or C shape, however you want to call it. The same thing goes for there. You could put it right there in the landing zone, or you could put it ahead of the birds, ahead of the decoys on the grass line. That's just something I've picked up on over the years, and it seems to work a lot better than just sticking those spinning wing decoys out in the middle of the water, because as the birds are working and those wings keep spinning and all that, even if you have them on a remote, it's something about them being stuck out there in the wide open that it tends to make them flare. But if you can put them over in some brush, or, you know, under a tree, or, you know, something like that, where they see it when they first come or give you a first look and they fly by, they see it, but as they work your spread, they constantly lose sight of it, it'll really help you out a lot. But yeah, guys, that's the two main ways that I'm gonna set my decoys during teal season and regular duck season. Sometimes I'll use a J shape if nothing else is working, but I have never used a J shape decoy spread during teal season. That's normally I use that for divers and some of my, you know, your regular big ducks during regular season. But as far as strictly for teal season, I'm going to be running one of those two spreads that you saw on the screen. I hope that helps you out. I hope it'll help you. I know we get a lot of questions on our live streams we've done about decoys and how to set the decoys and for teal season. So I figured I'd do this video because there's been lots of questions about it. And I've had some people message me on Instagram as well, asking about how to set the decoys for teal season. So I figured this would be a good video to do, to kind of maybe give a little clarity to the question. Guys, if y'all want one of those shirts, be sure and hit me up. Follow me on Instagram at Black Belt Waterfowl. You can DM me on there directly. Give me your shirt size and all your shipping information, and I can PayPal. You can PayPal me the money. That's how we're doing it, and I will get one out to you as soon as I receive the money, and everything's good to go. So if you want one of those shirts, go right now to Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Black Belt Waterfowl. Hit me up on the DM and I will get one out to you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. And until next week, guys, y'all bust them up.